Welcome, everyone. This is Coaching in Session, and my name is Michael Rearden, and I will be your mindset coach today. And today we're going to be talking about what Mindset OD is. Now, Mindset OD is going to be a new show coming out, and it's going to be a live show. Is it a podcast? Is it going to be an episode-based show? No, it's just going to be seeing what we can do, what the world can create, because guess what? I'm not going to have much control over it. The guests are going to be random, and we're going to be talking about hot takes. Hot takes are going to be, I guess you can say, topics that the world has an opinion about. And as long as the world has an opinion about these things, then if you talk about them, you're either a supremacist, you might be a fascist, you might be a toxic male or something like that. If we don't follow the agenda, guess what happens to us? Well, we get canceled. Look what's happening with the Tates right now. They're being attacked because they're talking about a mindset, a masculine mindset, that is not conducive to the new world's order of control, of demasculating men, making men more feminine. What Andrew is doing is saying, hey, men, show up. Have a purpose. Stop sending all your money to these OnlyFans. We can start to be more in our life. And it's not that we have to give away our power. We have to give away what it is to be a man. Mindset OD is going to be talking about all the topics that are going on in the world that people might be afraid to talk about. That if you talk about them, you get canceled. Well, the thing about being canceled is that you have to want to be canceled. So, for example, a lot of people will get canceled, like Alex Jones. He gets deplatformed from YouTube and Facebook and Instagram because he said something, right? Now, he has a choice at this point, right? Did he allow that canceling to say, well, now I can't be on the internet anymore? Or does he say, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. And that's what he did. He did his own thing. Kanye West, same thing. Oh, JP Morgan took my money because they froze it because I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm saying this and I'm saying that. So Kanye is starting his own bank. Andrew Tate, same thing, starting their own bank because they realize that as long as people have control over their money, then what are they going to do? But if they don't have control over their assets, then they're just going to say, well, the only thing I can do is put you in a box, jail cell, right? Or something like that. And it's only a matter of time until enough is enough, though. There's going to come a breaking point. The Civil War started because of slavery, or was the breaking point because of slavery. There's many factors, but slavery was the factor that the North and the South, they just couldn't reconcile with. So they're like, okay, well, we're going to go to war for this. And that's what happened. What is going to be our irreconcilable difference that's happening in the world? Is it going to be about culture? Is it going to be about wokeness? Is it going to be about transgender or equality, men versus women? I mean, there's just so many topics that a lot of people are fighting for. The crazy thing is they don't even know what they're fighting for. They think they know what they're fighting for. Oh, I believe this. I feel this. Everyone's just living in their feelings. So how can we get out of our feelings? Mindset OD. We need to start to accept the truth, the facts, and stop being told the lies and to stop believing them. Because the world we live in right now is going to be full of lies, and it's going to continue to be that way too. That means we're going to keep on being told lies, and we have to do our best to make sure that we have the mindset to differentiate what is a lie and what is not. Because they're always going to be dangling that carrot in front of us, the mainstream media and all the publications and all the social media platforms. They're going to say, well, this is what we should be looking at. This is what we should be doing. This is what's trending. This is what you should be talking about. But we don't talk about your personal development. But we don't talk about how you can get into a better life. We don't talk about how you can start to live with your purpose and be more successful. We don't talk about how you can grow as a person to change your circumstances. We keep you busy looking at the little things, the things that are going to keep you afraid, the things that are going to keep you scared from not taking action. And as long as you don't take action, they win. But the issue with that is I want you to win, regardless of your credence or of your culture or your belief. You can have any belief you want. This is life, right? You get one of them. You get to do it any way you want. Is there a right way to live life? No. Because you can say, well, I want to have all this money and live life that way. And you can say, well, I don't want all this money. Look at Mother Teresa. I want to help people. There is no right or wrong way to live life. We can look at the examples from the past. Everyone is going to live life the way they want. But the issue with our world today is not that people are living their life the way that they want to live their life. They can live their life the way they want to live their life. It's just that now what people are doing is they're telling other people how to live their life. Look at Jordan Peterson. The reason why he went viral was because He said, I'm not going to use your pronouns that you want me to use. So if you're a they or a them or he or she and you are a male, I'm going to say you're a man. You're a he. I'm not going to even use a pronoun. If I want to talk to you, I'll just say, hey, I'm talking to you. There's no need for you to identify your pronoun. For the people who do identify with their pronouns, it's a mental illness. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow, mindset OD, because you are just giving yourself this belief. Oh, this is who I am. I don't know my identity. We have built our identity growing up. And if you're an adult and you need the badge of honor, oh, look, I'm woke also. Oh, look, I'm doing this also. And it's so funny when I work with people because I always ask them, I say, can you tell me why you have your pronouns on LinkedIn or on Facebook or whatever? And the majority of the people, you know what they tell me? They say, well, the reason why I have it, I don't really care about it, but it makes people feel more comfortable. Since when should we be worrying about what other people feel? They're in charge of their feelings. They're in charge of their happiness. They're in charge of their circumstances. We are not in control of anyone's thoughts, feelings, or actions, but yet we can control someone's thoughts, feelings, and actions because people have lost control of their thoughts, feelings, and actions. And a weak individual is a person who cannot control their thoughts, their feelings, or their actions. So now we're living in a world of weak individuals because they can't control their thoughts, feelings, and actions. So everyone's trying to treat everyone with kindness. And I'm not saying that we don't treat people with kindness. What I'm saying is we are tiptoeing in life rather than being pronounced in our steps. Rather than saying, you know what, I'm going to live my life and there's no obstacles that are going to get in my way. But yet, there's going to be people who are going to be looking at other people. Well, I can't do that because it's going to hurt their feelings. So now we are living in limits because of another person. There's no limits in life. You create those in your mind. And if you just know the whole mission of Reven concepts is just literally never turn backwards. Reven, never turn backwards. Why is never turn backwards? Because we're turning around limiting beliefs. We're turning around the system that we were brought up in. We were turning around the beliefs that we were given as children. And now we have the opportunity to go out and get something with our life and to do something amazing. But yet now we have a bunch of people tiptoeing around because they're worried about someone else's feelings. I'm not saying that we can't have empathy and sympathy for these people. We can. But how can you sympathize with a person who's trying to shove their rhetoric down your throat? They want you to repeat what they want. There's a picture on Twitter. It's probably going on all social medias. And I'm sure it might have been a play or something. I'm not sure how valid it is. But there was a picture of a line of girls and there are some men bowing down to them. Basically, I think it said something like, oh, for reparations for treating women incorrectly or wrongly, these men are apologizing, right? It's one girl crying, right? It's like, how far have we fallen? Not just even as men, as society, where everyone is so soft, everyone is so fragile. And I mean, we have a mindset that can be impenetrable. And there's going to be some days where maybe they get close to breaking it. But if we stay true to that mindset and we stay true to who we are and we don't respond and reply to the negativities, only thing that's left is the positive, right? So Mindset OD is going to be a show that's going to be bringing on guests just like you. We want to hear your take. We want to hear what you think. What's really going on in the world? And the reason we do this is because we need to understand what's going on in the mind and the individuals in the world. So you might come from a different background. You might have a different belief than what I have, and that's perfectly fine. But you will be challenged. Because if you come in and you say, well, I believe pronouns are not a mental illness, and I say, okay, well, why don't you believe that? Oh, because I'm just identifying who I am. Well, why do you need people to identify who you are? And I'm going to ask, oh, I never thought about that. Maybe they did think about that. Oh, because I'm my own person and I want to make sure that people acknowledge who I am because I have some worth in this world. There's another video recently where it was wrong or it hurt someone's feelings that a woman said, it was like during a discussion, she says, it is wrong for you to say and hurtful for you to say that men are stronger than women. So we are ignoring biological facts now. It's been happening from all the communities. Go on Twitter, you can check it out, and you can see there's a lot of issues going on. And we're trying just to sweep it under the rug. All right, here's another lie. Here's another lie. Eventually becomes your truth. So now we have a bunch of people living in a lie, but they believe it's their truth. So we can't even say that, hey, you're thinking in the wrong way, because ignorance is bliss. We can live in ignorance all our life. And as long as you live in that ignorance, are you really wrong? We don't know any better. Those people don't know any better. They don't know their potential maybe. They don't know that they're being fragile. They don't know that they have so much more to give than just their opinion. Not saying that your opinion is not valid, but when you try to force your opinion on other people, especially individuals who don't have power to choose for themselves, like children, that's evil. We have the responsibility as adults and guardians to not only care for and nurture the next generation, but to make sure that they have a strong mindset. And when you talk about emotions, let's be emotionally intelligent. Let's talk about our emotions, right? You want to be a girl today? Okay, go for it. You want to be a boy today? Okay, go for it. You want to be binary? Okay, sure. Do whatever you want. You do what you want. You do what you feel, because feelings are appropriate. Feelings are number one. As long as we operate in our feelings, everything's going to be okay. I'm sure you probably even saw one of the memes of like the heart getting beat up, and the mind is kind of like curious, like, hey, heart, like, why you keep doing this when you fall in love? It's because we are operating in our feelings. When it comes to relationship coaching, people come to me and it's very logical how I approach it. It's like, tell me what you want, what you're looking for, tell me your mindset, values, beliefs, etc. And then we find you a person. It doesn't take long. It's crazy how quick it works. But it's not until someone makes you aware of how you are thinking can you start to say, well, this is what I truly want. Because the world will tell you what you want. Women, you want a 6-figure guy, 6-pack ab guy, or in-shape guy. You want a guy that's going to be maybe 6 feet tall, or at least taller than you. Most women have status, have college degrees, so they don't want a man who doesn't have a college degree. Or if he doesn't have a college degree, he needs to be making at least the same as her, and then more than her too. But if he makes less, it's up for delegation. I don't know if he's going to be a good fit for me because he can't even give me the lifestyle that I'm currently living. So where did your money go all of a sudden? So this man is just going to provide a lifestyle for you and you get your $80,000 and you could do whatever you want with it? So we live in this fantasy world, this clown world. And we're going to keep on living in it until we have no other choice but to wake up. And today I'm going to be bringing you the promo video for Mindset OD. Mindset OD, again, is going to be a live show that's going to be talking about the hot takes in the world. It's going to be talking about the difficult topics that many people are going to be shying away from. We are going to do it in a way that people have their voice, that they can say what they would like. And then, of course, questions can be asked to them to challenge their belief. Because maybe their belief will be strengthened at the end of it. Or maybe their belief will crumble because they'll realize that they were thinking in the wrong way. So let's get into that video promo of Mindset OD now. What happens to the world when we decide not to be politically correct anymore? What happens to the world when we decide to say the hard truths that nobody wants to say? What happens to the people who decide to take the red pill because they're tired of what the blue pill is giving them? Because the only thing that they're getting from this politically correct society is a fantasy world of the path that they can take, but they might not take because of entitlement or because of circumstance. It's nothing. So they want more. They're trying to figure out more. They're trying to siphon through all these lies. What's really the truth now? Things are being labeled. Well, this is a lie. This is misinformation. But if misinformation is labeled as misinformation and the truth is being hidden, shouldn't we start to question what's happening in the world? And we should start to ask the questions and start to go into the mindsets of the people, the populace, that are seeing the world firsthand. And this is where we are. We need to get an overdose of mindset. We need to get an overdose of the red pill because we need to start to ask the hard truths. And the answers that we give are not going to be a sugar-coated type of process. We are going to give you the hard truth. So when they say nothing but the truth, think of Mindset OD. We're going to try to leave opinions out of this and we're going to bring in what reality is showing us. Now, our world today might be different than the world in the past, and the world in the past is going to be different than the world in the future. So we need to figure out what type of mindset is going to be prevalent. What type of mindset do we need to watch out for? And what type of mindsets do we need to change? All right, everyone. So that was the premiere promo of Mindset OD. We're going to be putting out that video everywhere. We're going to put it out on all the social medias. Make sure you follow it. Make sure you share that video, because we want people to understand what Mindset OD is. Mindset OD is not an attack on the mind. It's an awareness of the mind. Where are you right now? And you could be anywhere. I welcome everyone from every walk of life, from every culture, from every belief to come on and to talk about what they want to talk about. And we challenge it. We challenge your belief. And if you don't come on, you're afraid to be challenged. You're afraid to have your belief challenged. Then your constitution is already weak. Our feelings might get hurt, right? Oh, I don't want to talk about something that I don't know. Matt Walsh did a documentary, What is a Woman? And when he was going up to people and asking people just very kindly, well, what is a woman, right? People would talk to him. But then eventually there was a point where there's a switch, where that individual could no longer defend what they were saying. Because guess what? Their mind started to realize, I'm telling a lie. The subconscious mind cannot be lied to. So you can say whatever you want. Your conscious mind can be easily overwritten. But your subconscious mind is going to be very difficult to do that, especially with a lie. But it happens all the time because people are ignorant. People allow themselves to be in ignorance. They're not people who are just simply foolish. It's just that they have this belief, and it's okay to have a belief. Again, believe what you want to believe, but don't make your belief someone else's belief. Someone comes to me for mindset help. I'm not giving them my beliefs. I'm giving them exactly what they need, their beliefs. I ask them a set of questions, and after I ask those set of questions, I say, all right, this is where we are. Do you agree with it? Yes or no? Here's what I would like to do. Do you agree with that? Yes or no? It's a teamwork process. I'm not just over here saying, well, in order to have a good, strong mindset, you need to do this, and this is what you need to do, and here's a program. That is why programs don't work. And for the coaches who do programs, I mean, God bless your heart, number one. But number two, are we really doing a good service for the individuals? Now, I'm not going to say never. I have no intention of doing a program. Now, I do have an intention of doing workshops. So a workshop can be talking about leadership. Here's a workshop that we did on leadership. And you can purchase a ticket or purchase a spot. And from there, you can join the workshop virtually or after the event has already been done. Or if you can't make it in your city or in the city closest to you where we are, you can just go to the virtual workshop and you can see what we just did. Of course, you just have to pay for your seat, but then you have that content. And that's going to be so powerful that you have the keys to that leadership, to that success, to your goals, to your purpose. It's not something that, oh, well, here's a program, you got to do it yourself. Workshops, what I like about workshops is that you have a speaker and they're guiding you through it. Now, there might be some times when you have to maybe write something and things like that. But the thing about a program is that we're trying to just speak to you. A workshop is saying, hey, we're about to work. Oh, I have a coaching program. I'm going to coach you to do what? Just get a coach. Coaching program costs $30 or $25 or whatever it is. Cool, I understand. We got to eat. But is there a better way? Is there a better way to do it? And I know there are some good coaching programs out there that it seems like, oh, we're getting individualized coaching. But is it truly individualized? Unless it's topic-based, it's not going to be individualized to that person. What is leadership? We know what leadership is. Success is a little bit more different. We don't know what type of success you want. But we can even talk about success in the light of, hey, success is this. Success is whatever you think. So regardless of all that, Mindset OD is going to be talking about some of the hard takes, some of the hard truths, some of the things that people are afraid to talk to again. We're not looking out to create a bunch of drama. We're not looking out to create a bunch of enemies and to make people feel threatened and hurt. If you feel that way, that's on you. Because again, at the end of the day, you are in control of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. So how can we start to get our mindset in the right way? We have to challenge it every single day. You wake up every single day. You're not going to just say, well, I'll wake up and, I'm just going to lay in bed and everything's going to go my way. No, it doesn't work that way. You get up, you show up in some light, in some manner. And then if you show up enough, if you show up with consistency and meaning and directive, then you're going to start to see your life beginning to change. Because again, if you are a person who's going to tiptoe throughout life, you're only going to find yourself at the other end of life, safely into your grave. I want you to get loud. I want you to start stomping, and I want you to understand that you have power, but your power is for you. It's not for the world to see you as, oh, he's so strong, or she's so strong and powerful, or, oh, I love that you're able to talk about your emotions so freely and openly. Oh, you want to be a man in a women's sport? Oh, sure, we support you. How far will we fall before we realize that we're about to hit the ground? It's time to pull the parachute. My name is Michael Rearden. I'm a mindset coach. If you have any questions, you can email me coachinginsession@gmail.com, and I will see everyone on the next episode of Coaching in Session. Until then, everyone, take care.